this thing started. Well, welcome everyone to this Wednesday's free necklace call. I'm super excited that you are here, either watching live or catching this on the replay. Our team loves to do these because one, we love to give away free jewelry. And two, we also just love Park Lane so much. We think everybody should know about it. Even if it's not for you right now, maybe you know someone that could use either extra income or a fun little hobby to do on the side. So let me introduce myself. My name's Carolyn, and I have been a stylist with Park Lane for just over a year. I was with another direct sales jewelry company for almost 18 years when suddenly in December of 2020, they announced they were closing. And I was really sad because that was going to be the thing that got me out of my day job someday. And so I thought, well, maybe I'll go into real estate or something else. But a number of my friends came over to Park Lane, and I'm so glad that someone told me about it because it's just been the most amazing experience. So I thought I was good at selling jewelry before, and I thought I had great programs before, but oh my goodness, the things I have learned in the last year with Park Lane has just been amazing. So I like to tell you when we do these, we like to share what we call the 3 Ps, which is really just the people, the product, and the programs. And that will kind of help me stay on track and make sure I can get through this in 30 minutes or less and give you girls plenty of time to answer questions at the end. So first of all, I'll enter a little bit more about myself. I told you I was with that company for all that time. I am married. I have 2 teenage boys. They are 16 and 19, both about to have birthdays. I cannot believe it. We're having a snow day today and tomorrow. And my son left last night to stay the night at a friend's house. My husband got stuck out of town because of the snow on a job. So I have had the house all to myself all day long and tomorrow. It's been nice. You know, you love your family, but when they're gone, it's like, woohoo. But before I started selling jewelry, I was a stay-at-home mom. My oldest son was an infant when my sister started, and she told me about it. I told her she was crazy, and I was scared to talk in front of people. I didn't wear jewelry. I didn't go to home shows, and I didn't know anybody. Click. And then a year later, she was still selling jewelry. So I decided to give it a try, even though I really did not even like the jewelry. And it just became, at first, it was just like Red Lobster money. Gail is on here right now. And I was telling her the other day, at first, I had 0 goals, 0 dreams, 0 aspirations. I just got in because my sister hadn't failed. So I thought I'd give it a try and I'd make some money, and then we'd go out to eat because I didn't want to cook. So our extra income at first was just going out to eat money. And then it increased and we started paying off bills. We paid off a lot of debt. And when I was 30, my first husband passed away very suddenly. So I became a single mom in an instant and was able to just do my jewelry business and still be a mom for my kids. And so I love that. I'm very passionate about direct sales and how it empowers women to design a life that they love. So fast forward, a couple of years later, I remarried. I'm married to Jamie now. We will be married 10 years coming up in March. And he keeps joking because Mike and I were only married for 9. He keeps saying this is going to be his year to go because I can only keep a husband around for 9 years. That's kind of dark humor we have in this house. But life is good. And then my company closes. I joined Park Lane, and it's just been incredible because first P, the people. This company has been around since 1955. It was started by Arthur and Shirley Levine when they were newlywed teenagers. And they wanted a way for her to be able to be home with her kids, which I can relate to because I wanted to be able to be home with my kids. Except for now today, I'm glad they're not here, right? So they kept it going. It grew and grew. It became a global company. They have franchises in different countries around the world. And in the early 2000s, they sold it to 3 of their children. So it's still family owned and operated. They're debt free. They're cash rich. Since the pandemic started, they have grown 400%. So when so many other companies were closing and going out of business, including my former company, Park Lane was thriving because they know how to pivot. And they transitioned to this amazing online platform. Our website is beautiful. Our sales are phenomenal. And they trained their stylists how to do it. So one of the founding principles they've always stuck to is they only keep 2% of the profit for the owners, and the rest they pour back into the programs for the stylists, the customers, and the hostesses, which I'll get to in a minute. They're really incredible. When I tell you the programs, you're going to go, how can they do that? And I want you to remember this part. It's because they only keep 2% for themselves instead of the normal 20 to 30% like a lot of owners. So let's talk about the product. I mean, it's jewelry. Hello, isn't that fun? I love selling jewelry because it is a visual product. You get to meet people all the time. You can be out and about and someone will go, oh my gosh, I love your earrings. And they will say that about these earrings as soon as I leave the house because it's been snowing today and I have not left. But I meet people in the grocery store line all the time, at the post office, because women love to compliment each other on their bags, their jewelry, their clothes. If I sold cookware, I would have to wear a t-shirt that says, I sell cookware. But since I sell jewelry, it's obvious and it's just a great conversation starter. Our line with Park Lane is a full service jewelry line. We have like the fun, trendy things like this, like these earrings. Actually, I don't know if you can see, they have like, I'm just going to take one off and show it to you. They're like white threading all the way around the hoop. And I love white accessories. But we have career wear, we have dainty delicates, we have lots of hearts because hearts are very on trend. This is a new one that just dropped on our website called Lovington. I love Lovington. But we have something really for all ages and stages of life. We have things on every price point. We have pieces as low as $22. Ooh, my nose tickles. And some sale items actually get even less than that. And then some more high-end items that go all the way up to like 200, but nobody ever pays that because Park Lane always has an amazing sale, which I'll get to when we talk about the programs. It's very high quality. It's all electroplated with either rhodium or 14 karat gold. And it's all covered by our unconditional guarantee. So if your jewelry breaks for any reason, or if your customer's jewelry breaks for any reason in the first 4 months, Park Lane will replace it completely for free. 4 months, 120 days. And then after that, they will replace it for $10. That is such a good guarantee. I love that, even if you break it yourself. So there's like no downside to our guarantee, except for the fact that it'll spoil you comparing it to everyone else's guarantee. So that's a little bit about our product. Now let me tell you about the programs. This is my favorite part, and it's always the part that I'm in a hurry to get to, because we have amazing programs for the hostesses, the customers, and the stylists. And one of the girls on our team, she coined this the trifecta, because once you're a stylist in Park Lane, you get to take advantage of all three. You can be a customer shopping on a party where you're the hostess, where you're the stylist making the commission. And once you understand how the programs work for each one of those people, you can see how you can triple dip in all of them. So let's talk about our customers first. We have the best customer sale I have ever seen. 365 days a year. That's all year. We have a buy two, get four at half price sale. So your customers can literally pick out two of the cheapest items and then get four more expensive items at half price. Who does that? Nobody does that. That would be like going into Dillard's or Macy's and picking out two pairs of socks and then getting to choose four designer handbags for half price. The stores would be crazy if they did that, right? Well, for us as stylists, you might be thinking, well, Carolyn, if I'm giving away half price jewelry, how do I make any money? Well, the two full price items and the four half price items get added together. That is the subtotal. And you make your full commission off of what they spend on those full and those half price items. So whether you make 30%, 40%, 50%, wherever you are in our commission plan, you will make that off of your full and your half price items. And then Park Lane is so, so good. They always have some sort of extra deal, and it changes up every couple weeks. So oftentimes it's when they spend $90 with their full and their half price items, then the customer she always gets free shipping, but they also let her go back and pick out a bonus item, which can be anything up to $200 for only $30. Now, we are not going to make commission off of that $30 item because it is so deeply discounted, but I'm totally okay with this. And Trisha, she's on here. I was talking to her earlier, And we were reminiscing about the olden days in my previous company when I would buy all sorts of like bracelets and scarves and kimonos or whatever. And I would lug all this stuff to my shows with me. And I would do like a gift with a purchase promo. I was always trying to come up with my own special that would incentivize women to shop. And I don't have to do that anymore because Park Lane always incentivizes them to shop. I mean, who wants to leave a half price item behind? Nobody. Who would give up not going to like $90 so that they could get a $200 item for $30? Hardly anybody. So we have the best sale. And on top of that, Park Lane does these little things throughout the month. They're called style drops. They will be deeply discounted items that like this one, I believe we still have. This is our pastel bracelet. It's an impression bracelet that has multicolored crystals, and its retail value is like $200. But when anybody places a $40 or more order, they can get this for only $30. And it's a limited edition piece. And as soon as it sells out, it's gone forever. So when they drop these special things, your customers flock to your website because they want to get that limited edition item. So Park Lane is super good about sprinkling these little things out there that keep the interest up on your website, whether you have a VIP group, whether you share your company on or your brand on Instagram, wherever you want to share your stuff, it just keeps it exciting. So let's talk about what they do for the hostesses. I love our Hostess Plan. So in Park Lane, when someone books a party with you, Park Lane is going to automatically give her a thank you item, which is any $200 item for $30. It's kind of the same thing as a bonus item. And she also is going to get free credit, and it's not based on how much her friends spend. So she's not having to like judge her friends by like, are you going to spend a lot? I'm only going to invite you if you're going to spend a lot. It's just based on per order. So the hostess gets $20 in free credit for each single order she receives, big or small. So if her friend who just lost her job is coming and, you know, can only afford to buy a pair of earrings, the hostess will still get the same $20 shopping credit from that order. Now, the magic happens when she gets to 10 orders, because at 10 orders, Park Lane doubles the order credit to $40 per order. So our hostess gets at least $400 in free jewelry, and there's no cap on that. So if she gets an 11th order, that's $440, a 12th order, that's $480, and it just keeps going. I've had one hostess make it all the way to 20 orders, and I personally have had a show with 20 orders where the hostess credit was over $800 in free jewelry, which to pick out $800 in free jewelry is really, really fun. So I love that, but that's not all, because the hostess also gets to shop at half price. She gets 4 half price items, of which you as the stylist still make your commission, because remember, a half price item to us is a fully commissionable item. She also, you as the stylist, there are 2 $50 awards. Every time you close out a party and you're entering the hostess's free stuff, we have these 2 things called Fast 50s, and you can choose to award those to your hostess if she does certain things. You can incentivize her just to book on a specific date and say, hey, if you book on such and such a date, I'll give you an extra $50 or $100 in free jewelry. Or you can say, if you have 10 people at your house, I will give you $50 in free jewelry. If you have 15 people on the live, this is what I usually do. I tell them if they have 15 friends watching the live video with them, I will give them an extra $50 in free jewelry. So you have those bonuses to use however you feel like it would best benefit your business and your hostess's show. And for whichever ones you use, you just pay $10 a piece. Pretty good deal, right? For $50 in free jewelry? I think so. So the hostess gets all of that stuff, but I really think that our hostess plan and our customer special kind of work hand in hand, because some women want to book a party because they want the free jewelry, but there are a lot of women that don't care that much about the free jewelry. I know it sounds crazy, but they love the fact that their friends are going to get a good deal and that this is a fun event. So that's why I think it's just so great that we have both of these together, because how often do you go find a fabulous sale and then you just have to tell everybody about it? Well, we have the best sale. So when a hostess books a show, I think oftentimes she does it because she wants to share this sale with her friends. So that brings me to our stylists. That's me. That's Gail. It's actually Trisha now. Trisha just became a stylist today. This is her first time on a free necklace call. So I'm super excited that she's here to get to hear all of this. So the programs that they have for us as stylists are really incredible. We have a fundraiser program with Park Lane where you can do a fundraiser for any 501c3 organization, which just means it's a nonprofit. It could be your church. It could be your son's club soccer team. I do them for my son's swim team. I've done them for Wichita Pug Rescue. I did one to raise money for prom. Any fundraiser for a nonprofit, as long as you get it approved through Park Lane first, they will donate 50% of the sales straight to that cause. And then out of the other 50%, they will pay you your commission. So it's not like you're working for free that day. You're able to help them raise significant income while you're still earning income for you and your family, which I think is amazing. So after the fundraiser program, I love the fact that we have not one, but 2 luxury travel trips that you can earn every year. A number of us already earned a trip to Key West and we leave on Sunday. A number of us already earned a trip to Aruba, including Gail. And they just announced our newest trip contest for Kona, Hawaii, and we're only a month into it, and it's a 5-month-long contest. And we all start at 0 at the beginning of these contests. So if you come in as a new stylist, we started at 0 at the beginning of January. We only have 1 month ahead of you. So, and everyone who gets enough points to go gets to go on this trip. So you would have a good chance at earning a trip to Kona, Hawaii. And all you have to do is recruit I cannot even talk tonight. Recruit a few friends and sell some jewelry. So I love the travel trips. We have this thing called Rich Rewards Club. See all this jewelry back here? I mean, none of that probably came in my kit. We all start with a kit of jewelry, but then after that, we can earn over $1,000 in free jewelry every single month with our Rich Rewards Club. So I'm going to break it down. There's 5 levels. You do not have to remember all of this because you're going to hear it over and over once you're a stylist, but just for you numbers people out there, every single month, when you submit $1,000 in the first 2 commission weeks of the month, Park Lane will give you $250 in free jewelry. Now, if you go on to submit $2,500 in sales over the whole month, then they're going to give you the designer ensemble that launches the next month. That's how I have this Lovington necklace already. This, I think, just dropped on our website like yesterday, and I got it in the mail yesterday. So it's so fun to be able to win the jewelry before people can buy it. And then we have it as soon as it's on the website, we can show it, which is very valuable. When you sell $4,000 in the total month, then you get $300 in free jewelry. And if you bring in 2 friends, you get $300. And if you bring in 2 friends after that, you get another $300. And then the next month, you can do it all again. And what I love about this is you don't have to earn them all consecutively. Like you could sponsor 4 people before you sell anything, and you could earn level 5. You could skip level 1 and go to level 2. Whatever you do, they reward you for it. So you're able to build up your jewelry collection without having to spend any money, which is really nice. So let's talk about how you earn income in Park Lane, because yes, free jewelry is nice, but we want to make some money, right? I mean, not everybody comes into this for money, but most people do expect to get paid. And Park Lane is super generous. Every one of us reps earns at least 30% commission on her personal sales, and she can earn up to 50% just depending on where you're at in the compensation plan. So if you were a leader in another direct sales company, say you built a great big team and then you got tired of it and you quit, and even if it's been a couple years, there's a good chance you could interview and qualify for a direct appoint promotion and come in at a leader level. That's what they did with me and a bunch of girls on our team, because we all had built teams in our former company, and then it disappeared. So they will recognize your leadership experience. What I love about Park Lane is when you promote through the compensation plan, you never go backwards. So let's say you come in a fashion stylist, you're brand new baby stylist, and you're making 30% of your sales. As soon as you sponsor 1 qualified stylist, and that means she sells $1,000 and you at some point have sold $1,000, then you can promote to a branch director, which gets you your first 5% pay raise. And you never go backwards. Even if that girl you recruited gets out someday, you still get to stay at 35%. You still get to keep your title, because I have ridden the roller coaster of promotions in my former company. And it's disheartening when a title gets taken away from you, or yeah, you just have to be like, oh, I'm not that anymore. And it makes you feel sad. But in Park Lane, you never go backwards. And when you build a team, you get paid infinitely deep on your team. There are no breakaways. So that's really great. We have lots of other programs, including a Mercedes car program, where you can start earning the Mercedes car at the branch level. You do not have to promote, like I'm a senior division leader. You do not have to be a senior division leader to earn the car. As soon as you're a branch director, you are eligible to earn the Mercedes car. And what that is they will either pay $700 a month for your Mercedes lease, or if you do not want the Mercedes, they will give you $500 a month as a cash bonus, which is what I opted to do because my son and I, we fish and camp and hunt, and a Mercedes just does not fit my lifestyle. So money does. I think money fits most lifestyles. And since I was actually able to quit my accounting job last spring because of Park Lane, I had to replace our health insurance. So I used my Mercedes money to help pay for our health insurance, which I think makes total sense because I would rather be working from home than where I was. Not that they were bad. They were really good to me. I'm happier here. So let's talk starter kits. We have 3 different levels you can start at. And when I say levels, like we all come in at the same level. One doesn't make you more important than the other or anything like that. It's just how much jewelry you want to get started with, because all 3 kits include your website for an entire year. We have no monthly website fees. We have no monthly quotas. You really don't have to do anything else after you sign up other than sell jewelry to make money. So we have our starter kit, which is, they used to call it the quick start kit. What do they call it now? I think it's the basic kit. It's $99 and you get to pick out $500 worth of jewelry. And that's all you get, just the jewelry, and that's it. But if you go up a little bit and you get the business kit, it's $229. This is our most popular kit. With this, you get a Park Lane tablecloth, some travel jewelry rolls, you get a little tote bag, and you get to pick out $1,000 worth of jewelry, if I haven't said that already. Or you could choose the Boss kit, which is, if you own no Park Lane jewelry yet, and you can afford it, I would say do the Boss kit, because it's $439 and you get to pick out $2,000 worth of jewelry, which is super fun. But if you already own a ton of Park Lane, then the business kit or the basic kit would be just fine for you, because you're going to get to have a launch party and you're going to get all the income from that party. You're also going to get all the free jewelry, and you're going to start earning rich rewards levels right away where you can earn free jewelry from that. So you can build up your collection pretty quickly. But if you're going from no Park Lane jewelry to needing Park Lane jewelry and you can afford the $439, then I would say go ahead and get the Boss kit, so you have more to choose from. Now, all the kits, a big question I get is, what does it cost to stay in every year? So all we pay every year, you don't have to buy jewelry again because you're going to be earning jewelry all throughout the year. We just pay $100 each year to renew our website. And with our website, they cover all of our credit card processing fees. Our jewelry direct ships to our customers. So like, I'm not trying to keep inventory. I don't buy multiples of the same thing, hoping to have it in stock for people. I just show them what I have and what I like. And if they like it, they order it, and Park Lane pre-packages it and ships it straight to the customer. So the hostess doesn't make deliveries. Us as stylists, we don't make deliveries, and we don't pay credit card fees. So both of those things are huge. So if this has interested you at all, I'm going to tell you a code word right now, because those of you that are watching the replay, once I stopped the recording before I said the code word, let's see, the code word this week, I am going to say is travel. So when you fill out the little Google Doc survey to prove that you were here to your stylist and go into the drawing for the free necklace, there's going to be one question that says, what's the code word or the keyword? And you'll just type in travel there. But if this has interested you at all, I encourage you to talk to your stylist. And if you're even like kind of thinking about it like a teeny tiny bit, I just say do it. I mean, what do you have to lose? $99, $229, $439. I mean, seriously, I took my teenager's car to the shop yesterday and it cost us $500 just to work on my teenager's car. And what we get out of a kit with Park Lane is we get a business and we get something fun to do. And usually when you have your launch party, you can pay off, especially if you do the mid-level kit. Almost all my stylists make that back in their launch party. And a lot of my stylists make back the cost of the big kit at their launch party. So you don't have to marry it forever. Just date it for a few months and see what you think. And if you ever decide you don't like it, then you can just stop doing parties. But I got in just thinking I'm going to play around with this thing. I'm going to enjoy the new jewelry. And then I thought, well, maybe I'll have a show. And then I made some money. And then I thought, well, maybe I'll have another show. And I made some more money. And then I had a friend schedule a show with me, and her friends wanted to have shows. And then pretty soon I was getting free jewelry, trips, a car. And I was like, okay, this is a real thing. I think maybe there's something here. And it has really been incredible. And I've gotten to see it bless so many other lives in the past year. And I cannot wait to see what 2022 holds. So I'm going to stop this recording and see if anybody who's on live has any questions.